So this is a little late to this party here because I kind of wanted to see if more information came out before I gave my first thoughts and opinions, but not really much has come out outside of that, outside of the main first release that's drop. Let's talk about it. So the Steam machine, Steam is coming out with, or Valve's coming out with their own Steam machine, which is like a console, same concept as an Xbox or a PlayStation, except it runs Steam OS, which lets you be able to play your Steam games. Which wasn't that a whole thing with Xbox eventually? Like Xbox eventually was going to give us the ability to run our Steam games on Xbox. So what's the point of this console? If Xbox eventually will get that same concept, it just won't happen in the future. And this isn't coming out until 2026. And also, it's $800. Ooh, yeah, yeah. That part is the problem. It's $800. Now, next gen Xbox, the ones coming out next, is going to be around $1,000 to $1,200. Yeah, I know prices are going crazy, guys, but so there is so many. I guess this is like, it's weird. Okay. Switch 2 is what, 450, 400, 450, depending if you get a game or not. Then you got the ROG Allies and all those, like, handheld console PCs, whatever, up to $1,000. But for just a console experience, you got the Xbox, the PlayStation, Switch 2, when it's docked, it's a console experience, and that's it. Xbox right now, again, in the future there'll be $1,200. Right now, an Xbox Series X, and prices of Xboxes have skyrocketed with the last couple months. But an Xbox Series X now, I believe, is $700. That is the 2 terabyte limited edition model. The regular Series X, I believe the white model was around $600, $599. So that's interesting. Then you got the Series S, which is now, I believe, $350 to $400. That's going up from $299 to like $350, $400. You got the PS5, which on the second-hand market is like $300, but on any other, like buying it real, new, whatever, $400 or $500. And then you got this bad boy at $800. Yeah, that's that's questionable. Now the PS6 is going to be in that same ballpark range, right? The PS6 is going to be something stupidly crazy, probably over $1,000. So right now on Amazon, just a little update here. The Series X white edition, if you get it renewed, it's $559. If you get it brand new, it's almost $600. The Series X 2 terabyte, the limited edition model, which some people do like to go for, it's $1,000 here. But if you buy it through Xbox, I believe it's like $750, maybe $700. Depends. We're closing in on a right around the holidays, so things will go down in price a tad bit, and then skyrocket right back up. A Slim Edition PS5 is $500. A Disc Edition is, well, that's renewed. I'm gonna guess. Okay, there's no exact price, but usually it's like $50 more. So we're just gonna go at $550. And then a Switch 2, which should be on Amazon here, because there we go. Okay, so look at that. I could get a Switch 2 within 24 hours. That's the beauty of Switch. Nintendo did a great job at this, actually making sure this is stocked. This is $500, but if you get without the game, I believe you could probably get for $450, right? Now I don't know if they're gonna sell it without the game, but with the game, $500. Without the game, probably $450. So, whole point I'm trying to make with all this is $800 is a lot of money, okay? And when you look at the competition, I'll be interested to see how it all shakes out in the end. But if we look at it with other things here, it says CMOS, small form factor, cooling, quiet, I/O for days, CPU and GPU storage, connectivity, power, and yeah, no giant power brick, which is awesome. 512, 2 terabyte, both come with expandable storage via micro SD card, which I've actually learned this the hard way with some consoles. When it says like the micro SD card extend like storage expansion, that's not a lie, but you do have to get a good micro SD card. I know with the Switch 2 they make you get the express cards, but you do have to get a really good like fast card for some of these games to load the way you want them to. You can't just go out there and get a crappy card. I know that's obvious, but yeah. 4K gaming at 60 FPS with FSR, thanks to discrete semi-custom AMD desktop class CPU and GPU. Then we have, there's an LED strip for y'all. And now this does go a little bit with their new VR headset also that came out, which is cool. Apparently it doesn't have color pass-through, which I thought was kind of weird. But it's not really trying to make it an AR headset. It's trying to make just a VR, which I can respect. But everything works together. You know, everything works together, and that's the beauty of all that. So then we got the specs, which gives us 16 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, which right now, if you know anything, 16 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM might as well be $800. That's freaking... RAM has skyrocketed because of the AI stuff. So that's skyrocketed. 8 gigabytes of GDDR6 VRAM. So this is like your GPU. 8 gigabytes of VRAM is that's such a small amount. Try playing Jurassic, not Jurassic World. What is it? Indiana Jones? The one that, like, the new one that takes up all the VRAM and it kills anything that doesn't have, like, 16 gigabytes of VRAM. 8 gigabytes of VRAM is such a small amount in 2025. That is a crazy low amount. 5 gigabytes of NVMe storage. You get 2 terabytes. So you do get an M.2 both times, which is nice. Like that. M.2s are just faster than everything. Internal power supply. Okay. VRAM's very, very small. Up to 4K, 120 hertz. Is it going to be like a Switch 2 type concept? I guess not, because all these games have been made for PC, and this is kind of like a mini PC in a way. I mean, listen, it's a cool concept. It's a cool idea. Just like the Steam Deck, it's just a Linux-based software when it comes to SteamOS, so you could probably download other stuff on it if you wanted to, so you could really make this go crazy. Teraflops doesn't mean everything, but this is how it compares if everyone wants a ballpark GPU estimate. Switch 2 docked is 3.07. Xbox Series S is 4.01. Steam Machine is 8.78. PS5 is going to be 10.28. Xbox Series X is 12.5, and PS5 Pro is 18.05. Yeah, pretty accurate there. See, that's what someone says. 8 gigabytes of VRAM, that's not going to handle modern stuff super well. Let's see what people are saying. What does VRAM do? Video random access memory. Yes, it pretty much, most games, it's going to hog that like crazy. Currently, Battlefield 6 is running very well. 8 gigabytes of VRAM. They mentioned FPSR in trailer. Probably by default, they're counting on you using it. Yeah, a lot of NVIDIA is doing this too. A lot of companies do this with their AI upscaling crap, which helps out with the VRAM issue. Runs at ultra with 8 gigabytes of VRAM. I think we'll be fine. We're not a mass printing space age tech every week. Yeah, I mean, again, my PS5 one has 16 gigabytes shared between the CPU and GPU. Me with 8 gigabytes of VRAM card reading this. Yeah. 8 gigabytes of VRAM is not awful, but you kind of want to get in nowadays in that 10 plus range, up to 16, 24, 32 for the 40, 3090, 4090, and 5090 respectively. you don't need that much, but you like to get 16. I think that's a kind of nice number. But tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. See you guys next one.